He often stares into nothing. Not because his mind is empty, but because it is overcrowded. While others fill the silence with noise, talking, laughing, explaining themselves, he drifts away. His eyes rest on a single point, unfocused, detached. To the outside world, he looks absent, distracted, lost, but inside, his mind is working relentlessly. People misunderstand those who often zone out. They assume weakness, confusion, or lack of intelligence. In reality, zoning out is often a sign of a mind that refuses to waste energy on meaningless stimulation. It is the mind of someone who observes instead of reacts. While you speak, he listens. While you perform, he studies. While you seek attention, he disappears into thought. And in that disappearance, he learns more about you than you ever intended to reveal. Those who zone out frequently develop a dangerous skill. They see patterns where others see randomness. They notice contradictions in your words. They sense insecurity behind confidence. They recognize fear disguised as arrogance. Silence sharpens perception. When you are not busy proving yourself, you have time to watch others do it. And people are most honest when they believe they are not being watched. This is the dark advantage of the quiet observer. He learns that most conversations are not about truth, but about control. About dominance. About validation. And because he does not participate emotionally, he sees the manipulation clearly. That is why he rarely reacts. Reaction gives power. Emotion gives leverage. And he understands this instinctively. You may think he does not care. In reality, he cares too much to give control away cheaply. Zoning out becomes his shield. Behind his distant stare, he builds psychological distance. Distance allows clarity. Clarity allows calculation. And calculation, over time, becomes strategy. This is where the darkness begins. Because the longer someone observes humanity without emotional attachment, the colder their understanding becomes. They stop romanticizing people. They stop believing words. They start trusting patterns. And patterns are rarely kind. He sees that kindness is often conditional. That loyalty lasts only until convenience changes. That morality bends when power is at stake. This does not make him cruel. It makes him realistic. But realism has a cost. The more he understands people, the harder it becomes to feel close to them. Conversations feel predictable. Emotions feel rehearsed. Relationships feel transactional. So he zones out even more. Not to escape reality, but because reality has already been processed. There is another reason he stares into nothing. His mind is constantly running simulations. He imagines outcomes before actions, consequences before decisions, reactions before words are spoken. While others live impulsively, he lives internally. This makes him appear slow, passive, unmotivated, but in truth, he is waiting. Waiting is a form of power. Those who rush reveal themselves. Those who wait gather information. And information is the most dangerous currency in any psychological game. People underestimate him because silence feels harmless. Stillness feels weak. Absence feels irrelevant. They forget one thing. Predators do not chase constantly, they observe. The quiet mind does not announce its intentions. When someone who has spent years observing finally decides to act, their moves are rarely emotional. They are precise, calculated, unpredictable. Because you never noticed when the analysis began. There is also pain behind the zoning out. Often, it starts as a defense mechanism. Too much disappointment. Too many betrayals. Too many moments where speaking changed nothing. So the mind retreats inward. Zoning out becomes a way to disconnect from disappointment, without appearing broken. It is emotional withdrawal disguised as indifference. But withdrawal strengthens self-reliance. He learns to regulate his emotions alone, to question his own thoughts, to dismantle his own fears. Over time, he becomes difficult to manipulate, not because he is dominant, but because he is detached. Detachment is threatening. You cannot control someone who does not need your approval. You cannot intimidate someone who has already imagined losing everything. You cannot confuse someone who questions their own thoughts daily. This is why people feel uneasy around him. They cannot read him. They cannot predict him. They cannot pull emotional reactions from him. And humans fear what they cannot control. So they label him strange, lazy, cold, uninterested. Labels are society's way of dismissing what it does not understand. But deep down, they sense something else. He is not asleep, he is aware. Awareness without emotion is dangerous. Because emotion clouds judgment, and judgment is where power lives. There is a final truth about those who often zone out. They are not lost in thought. They are choosing where to place their attention. And attention is life itself. One day, he may stop zoning out. Not because he changed, but because he has finished observing. And when that happens, people will be surprised by how much he knows. How clearly he moves. How little he hesitates. They will say, he came out of nowhere. But he was always there. Watching, listening, thinking, silently becoming someone you should never have underestimated.